To have water that's been extracted from a rose and sprayed all over your face and your body, it's truly one of the most decadent and luxurious things that you could have done to yourself in life. Inspiration for these sneakers, kind of interesting. This is the shoe though. You could see the box is fire. And on the flip side, it does have a little bit of iridescence or, red foil. You do have the Baklava New Balance bag, which is super nice, and it does say specializing in life. I wish it did have like the extra thing so you can wear it as a backpack, because this is pretty heavy duty. But the thing you guys really probably want to see, this is the shoe right here. This is one of those polarizing pairs that people are absolutely loving and hating all at the same time. So let me put this back together. So it says say Action Bronson New Balance 1906R is the model for those that are wondering. And this is one that we're seeing quite a bit of love from New Balance in 2024. We're seeing a Salehi Bembury version as well as some other collaborations here and there. If you guys want to just buy the basic version of the 1906, I'll link them to New Balance's website in the description of the video, and you can shop around and just get the inline versions because there's some pretty nice colorways over there. But this colorway, man, I mean, there's so much going on here, and there's some like very well thought out details in this shoe that it's crazy. A lot of people think it's just too much of a hodgepodge of colors. I kind of agree, but it works for Action Bronson and the Baklava brand itself, and just this colorway turned out pretty nice. And especially in hand and on feet, I actually think that these look better than I would have anticipated. So I'll throw that out there. First of all, I want to read the rest of that quote because it gets kind of crazy. I mean, water and stuff on your face. He said, it's a preservation of youth. It's known to be in my favorite desserts. It's something that lives with me. It's that little droplet on the edge of the petal that seems like it's stuck there forever and then gently falls upon you. Splash. I really don't know what else to say. These are all singular pieces of my soul and my art. Enjoy it. So I picked this pair up from the Baklava Flea Market website store on the 31st or so. Took a little while to get to me. I lucked out and got a pair. Honestly, I did not expect it to happen, but this is one of 3 colorways. One of them was like a friends and family almost run. They said it was too small to actually release, and then there is one other one that I don't think we have a release date on as of right now, at least. On the tongue, it does say Baklava New Balance 1906 with a strike through on the 1906, and then it is done in a nice rubberized material over top of this fun like honeycomb mesh that is pretty well padded. Then speaking of the honeycomb mesh, you have that all over the upper of the shoe as well. And it is almost translucent, as you could see, but what I like about this is that they take and they make a bunch of different layers. Anytime you have like a mesh upper and then there's not a lot of lines and stuff that cut and sew the shoe together, I like it when they add little like overlays and underlays to make it like more visible and just more like, I don't know, there's something fun about it. So there is some overlays done in kind of a clear and then silver lined fused material that give it a little bit of extra dynamic. And then also you do see some sort of pink color underneath, maybe rose petal inspired. That is underneath the clearer upper. On both sides of the end, you do see little triangle cutouts with more of a pink material. And then also the ends on the sides of the shoes are done in kind of a rubberized material with some lace loops that come up and are actually used for parts of the laces. That does say N-lock on the side of the shoe. It's not specific to the Baklava version of the shoe, but it's worth noting. It looks cool. There's just so much detail when you look at this shoe, man. I mean, now that there's like hits of gray. So the inside liner is gray, the reverse side of the tongue is gray. You do have a little gray tab down here with an N for the New Balance logo. And then also on the toe cap of the shoe, it is done in a gray suede as well, which is obviously nice to see some gray suede on a pair of New Balance sneakers. It just kind of is a nod to probably to the New Balance lineage. And then you do have the 1906R on the back side here, and then an NB logo on the heel. Underneath this pink kind of translucent rubberized material for the heel cage, you do have a fun underlay of this orange mesh. It's kind of a burnt orange mesh down here, but it's not done in the same pattern as the rest of the upper. So again, just a small little segment of like the shoe that just is like totally different and unique in materials. The midsole is crazy and full of color. You have the orange kind of look there. There's a little bit of like purple, and then also this like cinnamon bear red outsole that I really love. I mean, it's kind of translucent-y red. It just looks really great. It pops a lot with a little bit of gum sole action on here in brown, and then also some extra blue on the bottom as well. Inside liner does say Baklava New Balance. I like that it does say that. I wish that they used the tagline on here as well, though I don't see that anywhere. But obviously we had it on the dust bag, so that's good enough, I guess. But the overall upper, the way everything is kind of put together, it is kind of like a hodgepodge of craziness. And then to tie in the shoe in no way at all, but also does work for the shoe, you do have some green like lemon lime laces, which I kind of like there. Now, one thing I wish they would have done is included some extra laces. Nice lemon lime sort of colored laces. Would have been fun to see some like orange and maybe pink colored laces or something like that. Something extra would have been nice. And then also you do have a rubber tag here that has the New Balance logo and Baklava 1906. For me, the 1906 fits true to size. If you guys have a difference in opinion, feel free to leave a comment. I do feel like this is a pretty nice model, and it's definitely one that is going to be getting more attention through the year, probably because of this model. But there are some other collaborations again with the 1906. Are you guys feeling the New Balance 1906? Curious to see what you guys say. As somebody that doesn't really mess with ASICs too much, I mean, I like their stuff, but I definitely like a more heavy-handed towards New Balance, and I would like this over like a pair of, you know, the ASICS runners that are going crazy right now. So it's nice to have some alternatives out there from other brands, and I think New Balance is doing a great job mixing it up and bringing some relevance to the 1906 model. I did a detailed review of the 1906 on my channel previously. If you guys missed that one, you can go ahead and search my name and then 1906 New Balance, and it should pop up on YouTube. Or subscribe to my channel and do a search over there. All in all, though, I have to say, like, this is one of those ugly pairs of sneakers that you get and you're like, why? But then after you get them in hand, you're like, oh, okay, well, it looks way better than the pictures in hand for sure. Like, I don't know if my pictures do any justice for the shoe or on feet do any justice. Leave a comment, but I think that looks better, infinitely better than just from the stock images we saw originally, because the original ones I was like, what is Action Bronson doing over there? Kind of crazy. But the overall execution, I think, actually works really well, and all of the craziness just combine and make a fun, different pair of sneakers. But I don't know if there's anything else I would change about it, honestly, other than just getting extra laces. It's hard to want to change somebody's unique vision of a model. Anyways, there is a lot going on with this sneaker. Some people are not going to like it. We totally get it. But for those people that like it, understandably so as well. I think that it is definitely a pair that is polarizing, and it's going to tear the audience in half. Like, you're going to love it or you're going to hate it. And I think that that's kind of like a beautiful thing to see in sneakers nowadays. I also like that you have Action Bronson, the big stocky Action Bronson dude, doing a pair of sneakers that is about rose petals and stuff. Like, how fire is that? It's just like polar opposites sort of from what you'd expect, but maybe it shouldn't be. And I think that that is something that's pretty rad as well. Any which way, if you guys are interested in buying the regular New Balance 1906s, I will put them in the description. I'll try to link these ones as well to like eBay, because these ones are sold out. But hopefully you guys have a good rest of the day, and hopefully see you back on the channel for some more sneaker content soon. Peace, guys.